today I came up with a story of my life. Huh? Is my breast out? No. Greetings to each and every one of you. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Irene, as usual. Yes. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. Today's video, I'm recording it outside. I'm in the road. Yes, this is where I used to come and do my exercise from, but today I'm not here for exercise. No, today I decided to come and record a video from here, maybe for remembrance and something of that kind. Anyways, today I'm going to give you a little bit, a story of my life. This is something that I have always wanted to share with you, but maybe today is the right day to share this thing with. Yes, I've noted each and everything down so that I don't want to forget, and I don't want to make a very long video. So in case you're new here, welcome to the channel. Please feel free to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Yes, thank you so much for your support in advance. Story time, story time, story time. So from the title of this video, you already know that I'm giving you a story of my life, and this is based on a true story. Yes, story of my life. This took me a lot of courage to come up with this thing, and I feel like saying it out will help me to get more healed. Yes, I feel like I am healed now, but as you know, sometimes, healing is a process, but I'll get there. And I'm so happy and grateful that I can still come up, and courageous as I am, to come and share this story with you today. Okay, so the sorrow of my life. Back then, people used to think that Irene is a very tough one. Irene is not an easy person, but do you know why all this thing has been like that? Irene is not smiling. Yes, they used to say so, but they were right. All these things they were saying, they were true, but I wasn't tough. No, just that I wasn't smiling like other people, because like I had nothing to make me happy. Why? I won't tell you like from the start where I was born, blah blah blah. I'm going to be a little bit brief, but I'm going to detail each and everything that you need to know. And I hope this story helps someone out there, and I feel like I need to encourage some people, or to give them hope. You get it? So back then in 2003, that is around March, I remember I was at school, and this is the day that my sorrow began. This is the day that my sorrow began. Sorrow, yes, sorrow. Don't worry, I'm not going to cry. I'm just going to tell you the details, the story. I'm saying sorrow, but I have come a long way. Like now, I'm no longer crying like before, but I used to. Each and every night I could be crying, remembering these pains. So I am now strong enough to come up with this story, and I promise I won't cry. Now, in 2003, that is when my sorrow began. That is when my sorrow began. How? In 2003, around March, it was at the beginning of the year, beginning of term, because I remember I was in school. I remember I was at school. I was inside my classroom. That is the early beginning of first term, 2003. Yes, a lady came at our school, and by that time, for a long period, my mother was sick. So a lady came. I was in class, so should I say I peeped? No, I saw her through the window of my classroom. And the moment I saw that lady, I immediately knew what she has come to do. My heart told me something, and guess what? I was right. reason why I say that I was right, that I knew what she has come to say, is because by that time my mother was was very, very sick. I was young that time, but I can vividly remember each and every moment, because you know it is not easy to forget such moments. And when this when this lady came to at our school, I have a big brother. That's why you hear saying our, because from that school is where we used to school from. Is where we were schooling from, me and my big bro. So when this lady came to school, I knew that what she has come to say, and when I saw her, like, my heart started beating so fast, because like I knew that maybe something wrong has happened. And yes, I was right, something wrong had happened. So we were walked out from the classes, me, my brother and I. So we went to meet that lady. The moment we met her, we get to know the reason why she came to school, and the reason was our mother was dead that time. So we were supposed to go. As you know, the preparations were already ongoing, so we had to leave the school that time, go and meet the mourners, go at home, and then go for the burial, you know. So on that day, when we left school, we went straight home, and for me it was like I didn't know what to do, because I was still young. Like these years have been the worst years of my life. Started in 2003. That is when I lost my mother, and that is the story I am talking about right now. So when we reached home, we met the mourners. They were mourning, so you know, because we didn't know how exactly to react, what to do, what to say. Like, we didn't know, because we were still young, my brother and I. So that time when we reached home, we saw our dad was, should I use the word devastated, because everything was, you know, others were crying. For us, we didn't know what to do. The moment we reached home, we went straight to the bedroom. So mourners were in the sitting room, and that is where the dead body were. So that time, I remember Dad came from outside to come and meet the mourners in the living room, and explain to them how it all happened. So without saying much of this, a lot was said, and what touched my heart that time was that my mother died in the arms of my dad. Yes, in the arms of my dad. And before she died, there is this message that my mother gave to my dad before she breathed her last breath. I'm hearing this from Dad when he came to meet the mourners in the living room. So when he met them, he explained all that happened, and this is when he dropped this message. He said that, yeah, my wife has gone, but before she died, this is what I did. This is what she told me. That my mother told my late mom told my dad that, please, I'm living this life, but please take care of my daughter because she's still young. Yes, I was young. So my dad was like, no, please, you're not going anywhere. So he continued cursing her, but not knowing that that was her last words to him. So this didn't take much time and he breathed her last breath there in the arms of my dad. Because the moment he came to be in the arms of my dad, because he was like not feeling well, this and that, and my dad came and held her. When he held her, he thought that he may be, as you know, but things were not. I told you I'm seated at the roadside. So that was the first year that I started experiencing this sorrow. So from there, fast forward, we took her, we buried her, a lot was said, blah blah blah, and the rest is now history. So we continued with our life. We came back to Masaka, went back to school, but things were not as normal as they were, because now we have lost a mother. So Irene started facing hard lives since that time. So we grew up, we thank God, we grew up, and fast forward, I became a teenager, and then a lot was done. School ended, like, because we didn't have someone to talk for us. Not all of us, you know. Some of them, they continued with school, but only my brother and I, we dropped out of school. Finances, but still we had no one to, like, we didn't have a mother. It affected our, not having a mother that time, it affected us so much, because like no one was there for us, you know. I know someone will be asking him or herself some questions like, what about your dad, blah blah. He did his best, but as you know, it is not that easy. It isn't that easy. So we dropped out of school, so we ended up being school dropouts. Yes. So dropping out of school, of course, things you know, things cannot be normal as they are supposed to be, because you're not going to school, blah blah. So along the way, I got pregnant. Getting pregnant, gave birth to a baby girl. People were telling me, Irene, you need to abort. So for me, I was like, no, I'm not going to abort this baby. I have to keep this baby, like, because my mother kept me. My mother didn't abort me, so I'm not going to do abortion. I have to give birth to this baby because my mother gave birth to me. So I insisted. I kept the baby until I gave birth to her. So in my mind, I was like, if I give birth to a baby, at least I will have something that brings me joy. You get that? That will make me forget the pain of losing a mother. Not knowing that I was lying to myself. Yes, on the other hand, it is true. It can help you heal, but like, we humans have plans, but God has better plans for us. So by this time, I kept the baby. I gave birth to her, and by the time I gave birth to her, she was okay. She was normal. She was like any other kid. There was no complications at all. You get that? So I was so happy. I was happy, not knowing that my joy is not going to last forever. In 2003, I also lost her. Those are 2 years. I told you 2003, 2023. Now 2023, I lost my daughter. May their souls continue to rest in peace. I hope you can see where I'm going. So all these years, I wasn't a happy person. All the things that would make me happy, they were no more. So I became, I don't know, I became I was sorrow. I was sad all the time. I could not smile. I couldn't laugh. I had the laugh, and people were like, Irene, why don't you smile? Irene, why are you not smiling? Irene, this. People think that you were like in Bondi Mokambe, but it wasn't true. So my dear ones, the situation that I was going through that time is what kept me being that, like that. I was sad. I wasn't a happy person. I wasn't jolly. I couldn't even associate with others, because like I felt like I am an old man out person. I could not fit in others, because even if I see someone else is happy, I'd be like, what makes me happy? After all, I lost my mother, I lost my daughter, and I'm like, what can make me happy again? So I resorted to drinking, like boozing, taking alcohol all the time. So all that time I could drink, and I ended up anyway having some problems with my liver because of excess drinking, because I could drink and not eating, because every time I am stressed, I am not happy, I hope you can understand. So that is 2013. So fast forward, yes, with that kind of lifestyle, yeah, I moved on with life. I tried to console myself, I tried to get myself back to normal, but all things didn't work out. So after all that, I tried and failed. So I resorted to drinking. After drinking, and then I'm like, what else can make me happy? Okay, I'm like, okay, if I make money, maybe I have my money. That maybe if I have my money, I'm sorry guys for the noise. It is because I'm recording this on the roadside. So I thought that maybe if I have the money, I'll be happy. And guess what? I decided to resort to working. Yes, working within Uganda, and then traveled abroad as well. But still, I was sad over there, and I continued drinking excessively. So I decided to drink excessively, like you can't even imagine. I could not eat, but all my mind was like, I didn't have joy within me. I was sad all the time. I was bitter. Nothing could make me happy. So I thought that maybe if I continue drinking, I will forget my problems. But guess what? I was lying. The moment I wake up in the morning, I could still remember what made me drink the other day. You get it? So in 2022, I started listening to motivation speakers. Started listening to I love gospel music. I love music, and gospel music is one of my best. Yes. So I started listening to a lot of gospel music that time, and I started like listening to a lot of preachers, listening to a lot of evangelism, and in 2022 I decided to give my life to Christ. So that maybe I thought that I need to become a new person, I need to be a new person to start a new life, you know. I need to like I thought that accepting Christ will help me to be a new person, you know. It will bring back the joy, it will create me something new, I'll be a new creature in Christ. It will give me joy, give me that as you know how it is preached. Yes, it is true. So I accepted Christ. I remember that was 2022. I was not in Uganda. I accepted Christ. I remember, yes, I became a born again, and yes, I was happy. I started being happy. I started smiling. Even people were like, hey, Irene, so you now take pictures with a smile on her face. And I'm like, yes, I'm getting there. So I was happy. I was so happy when all that happened, and when people started noticing that, yes, I was a happy person. So when people started noticing that, yes, I was a happy person, because why not? Back then, people used to say, Irene, you don't smile, this and I don't even see the reason why I put a smile on my face. So I decided to accept Christ, and yes, accepting Christ was one of the best things that I did that very year, because it brought out something new in me. I started smiling, I started laughing, I started loving, I started caring about others, and I started like understanding a lot of things and accepting all that had happened in the back days. You get that? So after all that, I remember accepting Christ. Yes, it was 2022, around May, June, July, something like that. So when I accepted Christ, I even thought of coming back home. Everything was moving as I planned, as I can say. Everything was moving on well. Everything was fine. Everything was so cute. I was like so happy. I wasn't like having any problem at all. I was happy. Yes, accepting Christ is one of the best things that I did that very year. There are some kids out here, they are busy doing their own things. It is okay. So in 2022, as I told you, I accepted Christ. Yes, that was it. And in 2003, I came back to Uganda. Coming back to Uganda, I was happy. I had plans. Yes, I had plans. Like I had plans like any other person. I had hopes, I had everything, you know. And as you know, being in Uganda, you can't just be here seated, not doing anything. Of course, you have to think of working. If you are to work in Uganda, or you want to work out from outside, of course, you have to think of it and still work out on it. So 2023, I came back in Uganda. I think it was in February. Yeah, I had plans. I had, like, laid out my plans, and guess what? I started working on them. Hey, I was a happy soul, going to Mutundwe, praying, whatever. So around in 2023, I got baptized. I was so happy. That was around June, July, something like that. I got baptized. Yes, I got baptized, and I was so happy. You know the feeling, eh? So I was so happy, and within that time, I had already started my plans, working out on one or two things, but they were taking time, and I was patient. I was okay and patient, and kept waiting until the right time, not knowing that 2023 is going to be another another worst year of my life. Guess what happened? Everything that I had planned, everything that I had worked on, scattered. 2023, I lost each and everything that I had worked for my entire life. I cried. Guys, I became jobless. I became financially broke. I became homeless. I became hopeless. I lost hope. I lost everything. I lost friends. I lost, what should I say? Guys, these years, they have been the worst years of my life. 2003, 2013, 2023 has been the worst years of my life. 2003, I lost my mother. 2013, I lost my daughter. 2023, I lost everything, and I went back to -0, like someone who never worked before, like someone who never had a house before, a home before. You get that? Like someone who never had even hi like someone who never had even money in my bank account. My phone used to be busy, but when everything gone, even friends left, my phone stopped being busy. No one could call anymore. Crying day and night became my daily thing. Mutundwe Christian Fellowship and National Prayer Mountain, they became my safest place. Reading my Bible became like something that I could rely on, because those were the only things that I could do. 2003, I kept on trying, even the entire 2004. You get it? But nothing. Nobody cared. Even guys, I don't know if this has ever, I know some of them has ever happened to some of you, but guys, things happen, and yes, they happened to me. The only thing that I was left with is my phone and my laptop. Everything, the rest, gone. But I was left with life, and still Christ was in me. I was left with my phone, laptop, life, and Christ. The rest, gone. What happened next? I will come up with another video. I just wanted to share these 3 years with you, but still encourage someone that do not lose hope. Even if you lose it all, don't lose hope. There is another chance for you. If one door opens, another, sorry, if one door closes, there is another one mighty and bigger that is going to be opened for you. I lost it all, I lost it all. I lost it all, but I am still here, alive. God has been so good. Like, for us, we have plans, like you do something thinking that this is going to be the best, but God has the super best for you. So guys, that's what I had for you today. Thank you for watching from the beginning to the end. I'll come up with what happened after losing it all. How did I lost it all? What did I do to lose all the things that I had worked for? Get it? I'll come up with a video. So thank you so much for watching from the beginning to the end. Yeah, may God bless you for me. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't. Hit a notification button so that whenever I post a video, you'll be one to be notified first. Yes, I'm so glad that you guys kept in touch with me. We meet in the next video. Thank you so much for the support. May God bless you for me. Bye for now. We meet in the next one. I love you all.